No, very short eschatology. I mean apocalypse. I'll go into the apocalypse of eschatology, or eschatology of apocalypse. That is the revelation of the end. Something that the world is waiting for. How many of us know that the world is waiting for God? Those who are like God already, that embody the Shekinah glory of God in brightness, in unfathomable brightness. There is a lie. Devil is lying. The lie devil is lying is to tell believers that it is through prayer that they will establish dominion. Dominion is established from soul value. It is wrong for somebody to tell God to give a man blessing the man doesn't have soul value for. Can I say it again? I say it is wrong for a man to ask God to give him dominion he doesn't have soul value for. Something is called soul value. Now, as you're hearing me, can you measure the value of your soul? God said to Joshua, I want you to pay attention to the book of the law so that I can improve the soul, the value of your soul, through meditation, through imparting light in your soul. I will improve your soul value. All that must not die must allow light to improve their soul value. Hear me. The difference between spirit and soul is that the pneuma, that is the spirit, Greek word for spirit is pneuma. The pneuma is the part of you that relates with God. But the sasha, that is P-S-U-S-S-H-E, that is soul, the Greek word, is a part of you that God used for dominion on earth. So that is the one that introduces your value. Now, all believers, whoever rule the earth, they understand the power of the soul. That's why they give themselves too much to reading, to meditation. If you look at every word where there is meditation in the Bible, anywhere you see meditate, it is attached to prosperity. The word meditate will always be associated with prosperity. He said, Joshua, pay attention to the book of the law so that you will prosper. That's Joshua 1:1. In Psalm 1:1-2-3, he said the book of the law again. He said, you shall be like a planted by the water. That is prosperity. 3 John, that is prosperity. So prosperity and dominion is measured on the brightness of the soul. It's not measured on prayer. It is a light in the soul that make men gods for prosperity. And the light of the soul is the hiding place of our body. I said, if there is any year in my life I will pay attention to meditation, to the light of the soul, is 2024. I have started already. Since I came back, I have not done much praying. I have done much meditation. Since I came back on Sunday. Because I know when I was trying to go that this is the year of my meditation. Can I bless a brother? Can I bless a brother that want to be rich? How many of us want to be rich? I want people to give seed to the altar if they want to be rich. If I say what I'm about to say. Now, if you come to the altar and give small money, if you go to the altar and give small money, but I want you to be happy with me so I can tell you a secret. And this secret is eternal. There is nobody, it will never fail. I said the secret is what? It's eternal, because it will. This secret will never fail. Now let me start like this. There is nothing impossible on earth. There is nothing impossible on earth for those that give themselves to light. Let me say it again. I said there is nothing what? On earth. To those that give themselves what? No, there is nothing impossible. If you look at all the rich men of the world, there is only one thing they have done more than others. And if you want me to say it, raise your hand and say praise God. All the rich men of the earth have done one thing more than others. They have done reading and meditation more than others. Write down your paper. They are not always taught by men. They reign from discovery. I said they are not always taught by men. They reign. The other day they said Zuckerberg, the one of Facebook now, is now richer than Bill Gates. Facebook came from Facebook came from multitude of brightness. It's not a teacher. There's a difference between a teacher and an inspirer. Can I say it again? I said there's a difference between a teacher and an inspirer. Now, whether it is Zuckerberg or Bill Gates or Tesla, Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Aaron of France or anybody. Now, Dangote, they don't have formal education. They don't have, no. They found a way from meditation. Their soul was very rich and very powerful. So the light of their soul won poverty. It was not money they have. They have soul value. Michael Denoga, second richest man in Nigeria according to today's record. Meditation. And please, if you say praise God, I will ask you a question. If it is not value, why is it that they don't go down? These men I mentioned, they don't go down now. The gate will always be in the circle. Warren Buffett. You see, because it is not easy to bring a man to the realm where they are. They are not there by luck, so you can't bring them down. I said they are not there by chance. They followed step. They know what brought them there. That is why men like Moses are irreplaceable. Men like Joshua, men like Jesus, like Elijah, like Apostle Paul. And can I tell you one more thing? Can I tell you one more thing? Opportunity also helped them to be there. Now, do you know why the church is not there? The church is focusing something wrong. Instead of focusing value, they are focusing abstinence. Don't commit sin. Don't do this. Is it what really represents God or the light of your soul? You saw a woman that cannot write her name. You became a fake justifier that tell her that she will be in heaven. How can darkness stand before God? And have you ever seen somebody who is not relevant on earth and suddenly became relevant in heaven? Heaven and earth lies in parentheses. So if somebody is useless here on earth, then the person is useless to God. So it is wrong to tell African people who are shrouded in darkness that God is with them. How? If God is with them, they should allow light to make them evolve. They should evolve. You went to a religious man. The man tell you that the reason that you're suffering is that you will soon be in heaven. Anybody who is suffering on earth will suffer in heaven. I say anybody who is suffering where? His suffering will increase in heaven. In the first place, how can somebody who is dark appear before King of Kings? Or is there any place God changes people in between the journey? When Lazarus was here, always looking for when people finish eating and they will go there. And then he went to heaven again and started staying in Abraham's boss quarter. What about if Abraham doesn't have boss quarter? Now people cannot see shame the way shame should be seen as being depraved, being devalued. When somebody doesn't have money, they say maybe he doesn't have chance. It's not chance. There's no light in the soul. When somebody doesn't have it, they say God has not blessed him. Bless him how? God cannot still bless him until he willingly put light in his soul. Why the reason that the church is into shame is because pastors are getting the people religious instead of valuable. They say God will do it how? There must be something you will do that will attract what God will do. You know on your paper? I said there is something you must that will attract what God will do. Now, let me come into eschatology for a minute. The Ancient of Days is God by the word of the Testament, of the Third Testament, rather than your paper. The Ancient of Days is God by the words of the Third Testament. Now, this thing I want to share now is meant for God. It's meant for God. There are revelations that are meant for God. And to God be glory. If you hear it, I will believe that you are blessed. If you hear what I'm about to say, it is word, W-O-R-D, that make God. Kennedy, announce why God is one with his word. I will go back to Ancient of Days. Take Ancient of Days out. Please, if you're hearing me, I'm going to share this for a very short time, and then I will leave you with it because it's one of my greatest gifts for you in the new year. Can you look up? Can you look up, church? The difference between God and